reject from the Giants. A guy who goes to the University of Washington Medical School. Would you believe? What a play.
Dan Dornick, he was the man that provided the two big plays that brought Seattle back last week when they beat the Steelers, and he has just broken for 80 yards here.
Crossing pattern by the backs in the backfield. A little swing pass. Picked up a couple of crucial blocks. That was John Yarno, the center, who came out for a good block. Rest of it's up to Dornick.
Herrera through the uprights. And the 36th consecutive sellout crowd of 64,000 plus Seahawks fans is loving every moment of it.
I'll tell you, we never realized golf was such a tough game.
Hey, it's a lot easier hitting a quarterback than a little white ball. So us Linksters drink light beer from Miller.
Not just because light tastes great, but because it's got a third less calories than a regular beer.
And it's less filling.
And you can't afford to get filled up when you're out there trying to get birdies.
Yeah, those things move awfully fast.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Another letter, Marge. Letter to Grant Hill.
You are witnessing the new Linear Messenger at work. Its 4 microcassettes let you organize your thoughts and talk to your secretary even when she isn't there. You can dictate, record phone calls, set priorities, leave instructions, and get those important ideas off your mind and into action, so you have time for the tougher problems. The Messenger, new, revolutionary, and only from Lanier.
Hi, I'm Donna Dixon. Watch me on Battle of the Network Stars. This Friday on ABC!
An unlikely player to go 80 yards. Dornick not known for his speed, but he put on a show. And he is getting pumped up once again.
It's time to do that armchair quarterback. 99 yards those guys took off. 4th down and goal, less than a yard to go. They held them.
1st down and goal from the 4.
Too extra. Look at the crowd. They're still with it. Listen.
Look at the pom-poms.
Herrera to kick off. Spiraling kick, bobbled, and then quickly picked up. Eric Severs, the rookie tight end. And now, for San Diego, they'll have to pull it together, regain their composure. They are down 31-17, 5:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter. A loss tonight would not, well, would certainly not eliminate them, but it would put them in deep trouble.
One of the things about the San Diego schedule, Frank, they play Oakland twice. They play Denver one more time. They've got a lot of those interconference games that the last game of the year, we have them in San Diego, where they play the Oakland Raiders.
1st down 10, 29-yard line for the Chargers. Cappelletti, single setback. He gets the pass. Cappelletti works his way back to the inside, gets out over the 35-yard line before Tuiasosopo makes the stop. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
There are the standings, and that's exactly what Dandy was talking about. In the meantime, you've just seen 2 superb blocks on that 80-yard play. Frank suggested that Dornick was not a man to run 80 yards. He's right. But Steve August and John Yarno, 2 tremendous blocks, sprung them loose.
2nd and 3. Muncie right side. Muncie runs into trouble. Short of the 1st down by perhaps a half a yard.
I think as many times they've been running that right side, they ought to try the left every now and then. They tried it 4 times inside the 5 and didn't score.
Muncie is getting a little lopsided on the left side.
Yeah,
he was really hammered down around that goal line.
Can anybody go left on this team? Well, you get in the habits. You know, habits are hard to break.
It was close enough for a measurement. They'll bring out the yard markers, and we'll look at the touchdown once again.
That's Steve August you have out in front. This is Yarno coming in from his offensive center position. And I think, you know, Dornick is saying, wait a minute, I am way out here in the open by myself. A nice cut right here. Wait, there's another pretty good little block.
Yeah.
Good cut back right there. And the rest of it's up to him.
This is what you learn in medical school.
Certainly. you dissect things.
He certainly will be able to afford the tuition. The first down was short by inches. It'll be third and about 6 inches. We'll try the left side.
See there, I think that's a good move.
Muncie with a big opening. Drops the football.
He does that a lot.
And a flag goes down. And it could have been a Charger trying to prevent a Seattle Seahawk from getting to the football, holding it. Joe Norman, I believe.
Seattle's ball.
Referee Bob Frederic and his crew untangling it.
People get hung with different kinds of handles and tags, and Chuck Muncie, all the things that we have been saying about him, his strength and his speed, his maneuverability, his athletic ability is true. He does also fumble on an average per carry.
I hate to see these meetings, though, Don.
What meetings?
It shows me indecision on the part of the officials.
I don't believe that's right. I think they're trying to get it right.
Offensive holding during the play. Refused. Ball was recovered by the defense. Touchdown.
So, once again, the whole momentum goes with Seattle, which is now looking to pour it on with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the third quarter and a 14-point edge for the Hawks.
People trust Seiko technology for bold sports watches that perform brilliantly, even 100 meters beneath the sea. People trust Seiko for slim dress watches with every timekeeping function you'll probably ever need. People trust Seiko for watches that are as finely crafted as they are technologically advanced. In fact, people trust Seiko more than any other watch. At your authorized dealer.
You know, I don't like giving things up. That's why I kept working this farm when my neighbors were selling theirs for condominiums. When they were buying little foreign cars, I got another Buick LeSabre. It has space for a big guy like me who likes his comfort. But it also has a V6 engine and mileage that might just surprise those neighbors, which kind of says to me, you don't have to give up your old values to get a new one.
Would you really rather have a Buick?
Wednesday, the verdict is in. Blake Carrington, guilty or innocent, on Dynasty.
Chuck Muncie had the first down, bobbled the ball. Seattle comes up with it. They'll have a 1st and 10. Good field position inside their own 45-yard line. They lead 31-17, 4:23 remaining in the third quarter. Zorn looking for Largent, and Largent drops the football. San Diego has recovered, but there's a flag down, and I think Zorn was hit late.
Well, we saw that play earlier. Start a touchdown drive for the Seahawks. Roughing the passer. This one is really tough.
Oh, this will be a terrible blow.
Yeah. Show business.
But there is no mistake. San Diego is not made.
Roughing the passer, defense number 90.
John Woodcock hitting Zorn late. And what a turnaround that is. San Diego had the ball near their own 30-yard line. Let's look again.
Let's just take a look at it and see what happens. Woodcock is the man they call. There he comes. Whoa, I guess he did.
If he didn't, it's a story.
And the crowd once again reacting to the big screen. To our left.
Flailing away with that big right arm. Caught him about elbow high right in the ear.
That's the second roughing the passer penalty against Zorn tonight. Earlier, Leroy Jones hit Zorn late. Seattle first down, 41-yard line of San Diego. Theodis Brown. Woodcock corrals him at the 40-yard line for a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Play was way too slow developing that time. Gave Woodcock, who at one time was out of position, And look at the penalties. 9 for 116 yards of San Diego. We mentioned it several times tonight, but that really has been. They've had some fumbles. But I think these penalties have been the things that really hurt them.
Sometimes penalties show aggressive football and work for you because you're trying so hard. But sometimes they show a constancy or frequency of mistake. And that's what's happening to San Diego tonight.
Second down 9. Dan Dornick. The setback for the Seattle Seahawks. There's Dornick, left side, runs into trouble there, gets a couple of yards. It'll be third down and 7.
You know what I'd do with that Dallas-Detroit game, and I'm not Cosell, Frank. I'd call it a tie.
That will be very difficult to decide. I don't believe they've ever changed one in the history of the game, have they? No reason you can't, but I'm just suggesting they never have.
You know, what is the legislation on it? What do you, I say they filed.
No, there was a resolution passed a year ago. It's too complex to go into now. It involves what are called extraordinary circumstances. Cosell will decide it.
Third and 7. Zorn sprinting out. Wide open is John Sawyer. And the big tight end inside the 15 to the 12 before he's upset by Willie Buchanan.
That was the play that Jerry Rome was saying they've been trying to get in all night, where you have Zorn roll out to the left. Ordinarily, the tight end is going to run a different kind of pattern than he's running here. He curls back into the middle. There's a wide open spot there. No one's close. The tight end, John Sawyer, haven't heard too much of him tonight.
You know, Don, with a left-handed passer, I mean, he's kind of upsetting the defense. They're not used to that. I mean, a left-handed passer could throw that pass where a right-handed passer could not.
That's a good thought.
The first down is at the 13-yard line of San Diego. Largent in motion. Theodis Brown. And Theodis down at the line of scrimmage.
Theodis doesn't look to be an explosive back on that one. He kind of just wandered in there and was hoping something would open it. It didn't.
Didn't you think he should have cut left instead of right?
Well, they keep going to the right. Would you get
I'll
up?
tell you, he is a youngster. You know, at high school, he ran a 9.600 at Skyline High School. He grew up in Oakland, California. And then he grew into quite a king-size young man. He is 6'2", 225 pounds, perhaps slowed somewhat. But and what he's lost in speed, he has certainly picked up in power. It's second down and 10. Dornick. Both hands on the football. San Diego stiffening on defense. Gain of a yard. It'll be third down and 9.
But they're right in the middle of the field, right in front of the goalposts, and there is Herrera. And a field goal means that's true. Totally true. You know that, Don.
Why would I know that?
Of course you know
well,
that.
I suspicion it. I'm not absolutely sure. Third down and 9.
Large and left, McCullum right. Dornick will be the single setback. Zorn. McCullum. Short of the first down. Woody Lowe taking McCullum out of bounds, and decision time now for Seattle. They lead 31-17. They'll have a fourth down and about 4, and we will see Efren Herrera.
Frank, isn't that it? That's the first time he used McCullum tonight, wasn't it?
Twice, I believe.
Second time, yeah.
I'll bet you San Diego doesn't rush real hard on this field. No, there's no telling what they're going to do.
Now, this time you go for the points. You put them more than 2 touchdowns out of reach.
24-yard attempt. And if that penalty is against San Diego, it would be a first down if Seattle would look to get the points back. To the uprights.
That's sloppy football. They're getting a little sloppy on defense. You're mentioning that about penalties. That's just lack of concentration. It is.
And the options will be explained. Jack Patera wants to think it over.
Take the first, he's saying.
Take the first, it would be. A 1st and goal to go at the 3-yard line. Now, do you give away 3 points?
I think you do, Frank, here.
Really?
Because you've got them up 14. What do you mean, really?
I'm just checking.
Well, of course you do. Herrera can kick another one.
Jack wants the 1st down.
Yeah, of course you do that. Right, Jack?
Put him away, right?
Well, I would certainly do that. I mean, don't let them up. Never give a sucker an even break. What they may not have is they may not have a 1st down. It's half the distance
Jack
between
was
the goals.
questioning.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's a 1st down?
Suppose he will want a ruling from the official that the 1st down on the penalty would be accomplished.
Well, you would take the penalty anyway because it still would be 4th down. I would. Well, no, you wouldn't. I wouldn't give it 3 points for that. I don't.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I think
I'm
I'd go.
glad you reconsidered.
Let's see what they're going to do.
I think they're going to walk it off half the distance and then measure.
I'll tell you this, Jack's a guy who'll go for broke, and that's exactly what he's considering.
Well, he's in I think, a rather enviable position right now. I said that. Enviable.
This is what is being determined, whether or not the penalty, half the distance to the goal, would give.
1st down!
Well, that was solved by a big, long step.
Man, where's a size 14 shoe?
Defensive number 79 was offside.
It's a big foot.
And with the half of the distance measurement, it would be a 1st down and goal.
Big hands, not big foot.
All right, Jack, you're a gambler. I go with you.
Well, you're sitting with a 31-17 lead. You're a 3-7. You're not going to be in the playoffs. You know that. You got a sellout crowd. You're on national television.
Do it.
And Jack likes to have fun.
Hey, why not? Nothing wrong with that.
And we like to watch him have fun. Warning. So the Seahawks trade in 3 for 7 if the conversion is good.
Pardee is worrying about his defense.
Now, right there. The pictures needed no words. You saw the face of Patera, and you saw the face of Jack Pardee. Okay, Jack, you are doing it tonight.
4-point bonus with the decision. There's Herrera. Herrera will attempt to make it 38-17 with 12 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And one has to wonder if even the powerful offensive San Diego Chargers can now overcome this lead of 38-17. We'll be back.
Now, 2 home heating systems run cheaper than 1. The Train Company's 2-heat system can be adjusted to the cost of fuel every winter. Then it runs a Train heat pump or your furnace, whichever heats for less. It cuts some heating bills by 45% and air conditions too. The energy-saving 2-heat system is here. Train for energy fitness.
There are life insurance companies that also insure homes and boats and cars. But for over a century, Northwestern Mutual has only insured the one thing that truly matters. Life, becoming better and better, dollar for dollar, as the #1 specialist in individual life. Compare the leader, Northwestern Mutual, the quiet company that only insures one thing.
Saturday, it's a toss-up for the Rose Bowl. First, Ohio State battles Michigan plus other games. Then USC and UCLA scramble to keep their Rose Bowl hopes alive. All Saturday on ABC.
Back at the Kingdome, Efren Herrera will kick off. Brooks is deep. Much to overcome for the San Diego Chargers. They are explosive.
Efren Herrera. Herrera is maybe the greatest example of a guy who really shares.
Another short kick, and this one is bobbled. Brooks finally gets it. That ball was touched, and San Diego will be at the 7-yard line. Severs, the tight end, tried to handle it in the middle of the field. He could not. It bobbled, went out of bounds, and San Diego starts deep in their own territory.
Can anything more go wrong? We have 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And look at what Seattle has done in its last 6 possessions. Incidentally, at halftime, I was talking about Delaney, the brilliant rookie with Kansas City, and mentioned that he'd gone to Louisiana Tech. That was erroneous. I apologize. He went to Northwest Louisiana.
On first down, Fouts from his end zone. And fires to Winslow.
Flag.
We're going to see a flag for a late hit on Winslow, I'm sure.
Easily.
Kenny Easley, a necessary hit against Winslow.
I really thought that Winslow was an illegal receiver. I thought they knocked him out of bounds. He came back in the field. Not that that would have anything to do with anything.
That would make him an illegal receiver.
Personal foul, number 45 on the defense.
We got 2.
There it is. There's the late hit by Easley.
Well, it was late.
Proper call, and San Diego will have a first down at their 22-yard line.
But think of the pressure on Fouts, Don, as an old quarterback.
And there's the gun. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Score 38-17. Seattle over San Diego. Will return for the 4th quarter after this message from our local stations.
Sunday. Terror gripped a small southern town.
Do it.
The Klan versus today's FBI. Then it's television's first space spy mission. Roger Moore's Agent 007. The network television premiere, Moonraker.
Sunday night on ABC.
Arson. How do officials investigate the rubble in order to find the clues that lead to arrest? We'll travel along with the Seattle Fire Department and get some answers tonight on News 4 right after.
John Houseman for the investment firm of Smith Barney.
Old-fashioned Smith Barney. Not something out of Dickens, no green eye shades and long ledgers here. Today, computers do the paperwork, the old-fashioned part. The real work of creating a sound investment program is still done up here. Smith Barney. They make money the old-fashioned way. They earn it.
There's a country where the view is great and the living there is too, where you can make your dreams come true and the beer is Labatt's Blue. Canada Blue. Rise above it all. Canada Blue. Rise above it all. Rising, soaring, flying above all. It's Canada Blue. Rise above it all. It's Canada Blue. Rise above it all. It's Canada Blue. Rise above it all.
Thundering Tugs tomorrow at 7.
Kingdome in Seattle. The weather is bad outside, not bad inside, however.
Terrific inside, but not good for Dan Fouts. Every time he gets the football, he's got to score a touchdown. No defense. What's that, Don?
I'm having a nice time. I'm enjoying myself.
We hope you are. A lot of excitement offensively tonight. A lot of troubles for San Diego. We start the 4th quarter. First down 10, the Chargers. This is James Brooks, right side. Big opening, and Brooks stays on his feet. It's a first down out close to the 34-yard line. Curry Justin taking Brooks out of bounds.
Okay, there are the stats. Seattle closing the margin, but that doesn't matter. They have capitalized those 3 turnovers, the key to this game, together with the fact that when it's necessary to defend, San Diego has not been able to do it. Period.
3 turnovers, over 125 yards in penalties. That'll get you every time.
On first down, quick count by Fouts. And Fouts has to hurry the ball to Clarence Williams, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10, and as we look back, we think of a first down, goal to go at the 4-yard line. The Chargers could not get it in. They would have drawn within 7 points, and Seattle taking over at their 1-yard line and going 99 yards for a touchdown. The big play, of course, an 80-yard touchdown pass to Dornick.
They just took an ice pack off Chuck Muncie's foot or ankle. It was hard quite to tell which. He's had an extraordinary night.
Second down and 10. Bounce, picked off Michael Jackson. When it rains, it pours. Jackson may move to tailback next week. Nifty run down the sideline, and this man has played a game tonight.
We have told you about this fellow from the University of Washington, a Husky, a local kid, drafted by the Hawks, and just adopted by this whole city.
Getting a little pressure from the back. That ball was poorly thrown. One of the few that Denny's has a bad throw. Nowhere, but this is a good run. Once he make those moves, a shuffle to the right and a shuffle to the left and a shuffle to the right and a back and a back and a back. He's out of there. It's an old dance called shot is to the left and shot is to the right. I learned it in church camp. 78 points the Chargers have given up in the last 7 quarters. Try that one.
33-yard return. First and 10. Seattle has the ball at the 16-yard line of the Chargers once again. Zorn once more quickly. Zorn just gets rid of it. Out of bounds was Theodis Brown. It'll be second down and 10.
But this game now is clearly on the verge of becoming a rout, a blowout. And this Seattle team, it's going to be very interesting 2 weeks hence when the Jets come out here, because the Jets have never beaten them. And we're upset by them a few weeks back, 19-3, the only game the Jets have lost in their last 8.
Theodis Brown, I think, has had an awful lot to do with this offense, giving them a little diversification, which they really didn't have in a passing team.
Mention the Jets never having beaten Seattle. Seattle has never beaten San Diego, and they're trouncing them tonight. Good point. Second and 10. Dorning, or rather, Theodis Brown, and look at Theodis Brown inside the 10-yard line. Extra effort. Woody Lowe there defensively.
Very strange. The first time San Diego had the ball, they moved down the field as if they were running a skeleton pass drill in practice. It looked like this is the way it goes. If anybody was going to blow it out, it was going to be those guys.
I think that's what you referred to it in the first quarter, Don. It looked like a passing drill.
That's really true. Theodis Michael Jackson, you see there. Nice looking kid. Heck of a football player.
Third down 3. That's larger. Motion. Mixed up in the backfield, and Gary Johnson corrals Zorn.
Slight mix-up.
We will see Efren Herrera, and we cannot tell you for sure what we'll see after he lines up.
That's right. That makes it exciting, though. That's putting the thrill back into the extra point.
And we are under 14 minutes left to play in the game. The clock becoming a factor.
I was telling
1-point lead.
Yeah. Herrera, out of all the Seahawks, a lot of the Seahawks get very involved in community activities, but Efren is the guy that probably is the leader in that area. They love him here in Seattle, and he really does contribute an awful lot. Gives a lot of his time, a lot of his effort, and his own money. A lot of different projects.